Hello and welcome to Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie. I am an empath and intuitive card reader, and I'm here today to do the mid-monthly reading for the month of July 2016 for the sign of Scorpio. I'll just take a moment to say thank you for those of you that have stopped by and visited, and returning visitors as well. And I'd like to thank you for all your viewing, your shares, your likes, your comments. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. It's in the little red button down below this window, which says subscribe, and every time Fundy Fortunes posts anything new, you'll be notified via your email notification. If you find that you like this reading and you'd like to personalize it, because this is a general reading which may or may not resonate with you and ring true on a personal basis. If you wanted that, you would need to schedule a private reading with me. All that information can be found below below this video window in the description box on how Fundy Fortunes works pertaining to private readings, and it's pretty straightforward and pretty easy stuff. So let's get on with the reading. After I close my window on this 80-degree weather day, because someone just started their lawnmower. Oh boy. All right. Heat gets to everybody, especially me. The very first card, this is a 5-card spread, by the way, and every card has a placement which has a meaning behind it. The first card is your general overall reading. The second card is your finances, anything to do with money and wealth and the flow of money. Third card is your love and relationships and anything that you love that is close to your heart. Fourth card pertains to your challenges for the mid-month of July. The fifth card will be your message from Spirit. And your last card will be a significator card taken from the deck of tarot. Here's the back of the card, and we'll see and view that card at the end of the reading. All my online readings, for anybody that's a new viewer, I use the Oceanic Tarot deck for all my online readings for the Fundy. Okay, so the first card that I drew for you today, Scorpio, was the Chariot, and it represents movement. And there's the card. Okay, so this is your overall energy of your reading. This is a time for serious progress. Travel is favored in connection with your work. The card is a general sign that every aspect of your life will move forward from this point. Balance and sensitivity towards others. You need to show balance and sensitivity towards others. The card is of good timing, of being aware of your ego. Keep that in check to keep moving forward. Another meaning of this card, I can't even read my own writing. There could be a possible purchase of a new vehicle for you. That could be coming up as well. Or new mode of travel, transportation, I should say. The advice is this is the time to be active, to move forward, keep going. Excuse me. It's about power and motivation. Stop to enjoy the trip along the way. Keywords are journeys, determination, progress, willpower, friction, guidance, and protection. That is your overall energy for that card. Your next card is the High Priestess, and she's all about intuition, and here she is. That is the infinity sign that she's holding what looks like a sideways 8, which is a scroll there in her hand, means she's bringing you a message. The key words for this are wisdom, secrets, discretion, teachings, vision, and dreams. The advice is to keep your thoughts and feelings to yourself at this time. Listen to your intuition. The time for learning. A wise woman of the ocean. So what this card is saying, because it falls into your financial sector and everything that represents your wealth, is saying that you need to stop, keep quiet, and what's going on around you, and just take it all in. If you feel any nudges in your stomach and your gut and your intuition is speaking to you, you need to stop and be quiet and to listen to that. That's very important for you to do. You're going to learn a lot at this time as well. This could be an actual woman that's going to come into your life, and you're going to learn a lot from her. She's going to take on the role more of a teacher for you than anything else. She will tell you which way you can go, which way are the safe ways to go with your financial investments and whatnot. Anything along those lines. Things to invest your money in, things to spend your money on, things to plan for the future for your money. This woman, She could very well be a banker. She could be your mother. She could be an aunt, a sister, somebody that's really, really good. You've gone to this person because you know they have a good reputation for this sort of thing. You know that they won't steer you wrong. They will treat you objectively and not personally, and that's what you need at this time. You have to be very careful. But this woman, be she real or be she in the other realm, influencing you from another place and reaching out to you, um, she's the one that's going to lead you in dreaming. She may speak to you in your dreams as well. Here's another, I'm being nudged to tell you, don't go around talking about your money and your plans for your money, how much money you have, how much money you plan to have. Don't talk about it. Be discreet about it. Keep it to yourself. Um, Pay attention closely to your dreams, and as the old saying goes, the minute you wake up, keep a pen and pad close by on your nightstand so you can write these things down before you get out of bed so that you don't forget what the dreams were. There's messages coming through the dreams. So if this woman isn't an actual person in your life, she's an entity from another realm. She is teaching you through your dreams. Pay attention to that. All right. So your next card is all about love and relationships. It is the Ten of Swords, and it does represent endings. And there it is. This is the final number card, and it sums up anything to do with involving your relationships. However unwanted this card may be, because it indicates endings. Whenever it arrives in a reading, it does tell the truth. It helps you to see what needs to be released. The advice is to walk away, let things go, focus on the present rather than dwell on the past. Your keywords are completion, release, drama, transformation, victimhood, truth, and shock. I feel to tell some of you Scorpios, you're about to get a kick in the pants. Reality's coming along, and it's going to shake you up. Your ego has probably gotten a little bit bent out of shape, therefore has blinded you for the reality and the happenings that are going on around you at this time. This could indicate a breakup in a relationship. For some of you, I feel to say somebody's being unfaithful. You have no idea. There's no inkling. There's no clues. There's no red flags. Because you're so focused on yourself right now. You're not seeing everything clearly that's going on around you, and really in any other circumstances you would be. It's just that the energies at this time in your life, some things have you blinded and stunted as far as your view goes and your intuition goes. So for some of you, a lot of this, you're going to have a lot of truth coming at you all at once. You're going to feel like the victim. A lot of this is going to feel like a shock. Walk away from the drama. No matter what's going down, let it go. Because if you get yourself caught up in that drama, there's no point to it. What's the point? What is the point? You can see where this is going to go, that this is the end of a relationship. So why stand there and argue the point? It makes no difference. So you need to keep going, keep moving forward. You could put yourself first without letting your ego become inflated over certain things. So this is the card of truth. Okay? Surprises and whatnot. Your fourth card is your card of challenge for the month, the mid-month of July. It is the Eight of Swords. It represents restrictions. These are your challenges. Okay, so change, work, relationships, or projects often shows relationships on lockdown. That matches right up with this one, all right? And they're side by side. One is not free to commit or bound by too much responsibility. The advice is to get practical, get control of your own life and your future. Never mind what others are thinking. Free yourself by being less tolerant of others. The keywords are separation, fear, burdens, lack of vision, and being stuck by responsibilities and by change. So with the breakup and separation and the ultimate infidelity that's going on here, it spills right over into your monthly challenges for the mid-month of July, Scorpio. So you need to find yourself and be less tolerant of others, because now that the shock and the truth has come through, and is blatantly staring you in the face, you need to push out what other people think of you or of the situation. You don't need to hear it. You've got the rundown. You know where the fine points are. You're not a stupid person, Scorpio. You're a very magnetic person. Um, you can be. Scorpios have a complex. Excuse me. A little drink of lemonade here. Scorpios. Matter of fact, hold on one moment. I was reading up a bit on Scorpios before I began the reading, but just bear with me for a moment. I just have a few blurbs here I want to look at. Scorpios can be determined, forceful, emotional, intuitive, power, passionate, exciting, and magnetic. They can be jealous and resentful and compulsive and obsessive and secretive and obstinate. They are intuitive and ever curious. Scorpios are the great investigators of the zodiac. They want to know everything about everyone. When an answer is needed, a Scorpio will find it for you. Unfortunately, Scorpio only seems to see things in black and white. That's a big no-no. They will always have their own agenda and never fail to promote it. Scorpios are the masters of their fate. They know only one way to live, on their own terms, which we all should. They do not live life, but attack it. And when life hands them a loss, they do not waste time sulking, but rather continue on their path, which is what I just told you. You need to continue moving forward. Sure, you guys will be sure that you will eventually succeed. Scorpios are driven by their intense passion and desires. Often they are seen as imperious. Scorpios are a secretive lot. Those around them may never know the depth of their passion. Probing the Scorpio psyche will only make them leery and cause them to flee. Whether in business or play, Scorpios love to compete. Indeed, to do well, they must have an opponent. Scorpios do not take slights well. If you cross them, be sure they will be sure that they will retaliate with their full force. Scorpios never quit and they never surrender. If anyone can get a difficult task done, it is Scorpio. Because Scorpio is a water sign, they have strong psychic abilities. They are especially in tune with their loved ones, and they tend to look at the world from a spiritual point of view, which allows their psychic abilities to be easily activated. And all that's true. And part of that is the magnetism, which is Scorpio. Um, you do live life in your own terms. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with attacking your life. They don't waste time. So when you come across this infidelity, you know what? This infidelity could be on your side as well. It could be you, Scorpio, that's doing the infidelity. All right? Whatever it is, somebody else or you, it's time for this relationship to end. It can be a sad thing for you, but that is what's going to happen. Okay. So the last card in your reading in the Oceanic deck is the Seven of Swords. And this is your message from Spirit. And this is all about loss. Something has been taken from you. Infidelity. For those of you that aren't the infidelators, it's somebody has come along and swept your beloved away, has enticed them and pulled them into another area, away from you and away from your life. Follow your suspicions and listen to your intuition. Investigate on deals. Take extra care of your possessions and stay clear of negative people. The advice is to guard your possessions and your assets. Question the motive of others. The key words here are theft, negative people, insecurity, intuitions, mistrust, decisions, and protection. You need to stay clear of negative people. Yes, if something unpleasant comes up and some deals smell a little bit fishy, if something smells fishy because there's fish rotting somewhere in the background and your instincts are picking up, you're highly intuitive, follow your gut feeling on that. Don't be taken in because somebody will rip you off blindly and they'll walk away laughing. And then you'll be out for revenge because that's just part of your nature, is to go after who's done wrong to you. You really don't want to go there. You could be the one that ends up not only being attacked and have something stolen from you and taken from you, but you could be the one that ends up bearing the brunt of the final outcome of that whole situation. And it won't be pretty and it won't work in your favor. The other person, I feel, not to tell some of you Scorpios, is a very underhanded, a very sneaky person, not to be trusted. Somebody is in your life and they have no regard for you at all. As a matter of fact, they don't like you at all. And they've made you their personal agenda. And this sounds cold and hard, and I hate to say it, but the people that are doing this are doing it for the fun of it, for to see how powerful they are, to see how far they can get away with. There's a lot of jealousy and envy there. You have people out there very jealous and very envious of who you are as a person, your magnetism, your large personality, your imposing presence. Wherever you are, you have a presence about you. And people, even strangers on the street, standing in a bank line, in a grocery store, walk and they give you a second look. For some of you, it's not a physical beauty. There's just something about you that draws people to you. Just be very careful of who you're drawing to you. That's the main thing. Don't give yourself away. Don't be so fast to trust. If you give someone enough rope, let them hang themselves. And if you want to do that, that's fine. But just don't do it at any expense. Don't spare any expense and put that, or should I say, don't lose anything in the process is what I'm saying. All right, so your significator card was the Ace of Swords, and it came up in reverse. Okay. The significator card has many different purposes. One can be to alleviate any bad cards in your major spread. It can also emphasize cards in the spread for good or for bad. So let's get to it here. The swords are all about the mind, the conscience, the subconscious, things that where we decipher and break things down in our head. If we're not understanding them out in the forefront of our life, we're delving back into the deep recesses of our brain, of our past, of our karmic history. The suit of swords means strength and courage, hope and peace amid strife, a successful journey. The reverse, which came up for you, means spiritual suffering, loneliness, sacrifice, loss, and defeat. I told you to be careful. The Ace. The Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords stands for the ability to see things from a clearer perspective. When this card rolls, we're able to remove the confusion which tends to cloud our judgment. So, what I said a moment ago about everything being out here and in the real part of your world, and you're not understanding, you're feeling confusion because you're clouded, you have to go back into your brain and back into the karmic areas to break things down and to try to comprehend and grasp what's going on around you and what you're going through at the moment and what has just happened. You're trying to comprehend it and grasp what's happened. But we can see what is important and what is worth fighting for when you do this. It can also help identify the red herrings that prevent us from thinking clearly. So that, my dear Scorpio, is your reading in a nutshell for mid-month July. General reading, of course. If you want to proceed with the reading and make it more personalized, as I told you, I do provide and offer private readings. Just read all the explanation of the readings in the description box below the window. I'd like to thank you for stopping by. I'd like you to proceed with caution after this reading for anything that's going on in your life. Go slowly, think clearly, think before you act. Don't jump, don't react. Because if you do that, if you haven't paid enough already, you have no idea how much more you will have to pay. And you don't want to do that and go there. I'd like to thank you, Scorpio, for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. And I hope to see you back here real soon. And I wish you the best of luck, the very best of luck, for the rest of July 2016. Have a good one. We'll see you back here next time. Goodbye, Scorpio.